With the loan modification clinic, and I want to talk about the economy and why the crash of 2018-19 could be a lot bigger than the crash of 2008. Now, I want to paint this picture, okay? I want to talk about how 2008, 2009 seems like yesterday, but how much debt, how many mortgages were being done at around this time, right? And why China, Japan, Australia, and Australia's problem is their housing market. And they've never had really a problem with their housing market, but it's not looking too good because China funnels a lot of investment money to Australia. And Japan, I mean, their debt is like crazy. But 2008, 2009, we bailed out, JP Morgan bought out Bear Stearns, Countrywide disappeared, Lehman Brothers. I mean, this whole thing was a mess. And because of that, the government basically did a bailout, bailed out the banks. They received trillions of dollars. And then these companies started selling off the loans to companies like Aquin, Nation Star. I'll just put Nation Star. And now it went to Cooper's Loans. And who are these companies? Well, these are investors, okay? Investors. And right now, I think we're already at $22 trillion, okay? So we're at 22 trillion, okay? And this is enough money to build skyscrapers in New York City, okay? So we're at $22 trillion in debt, okay? Debt. And you think that countries like Mexico, South America, you don't think these companies, knowing that we did this, we bailed out the banks, and the banks basically got rid of these loans, dumped them on someone else. And that's another thing. When you buy a home, you're letting them sell the home. At the closing, you sign a document that lets them sell the loan to whoever they want. So these investors, they bought your loan for pennies on the dollar. The loan modification clinic, we negotiate with these investors. But the most important thing here is that these other countries are in massive, Japan, massive debt. I mean, their debt makes ours look like, their debt is like triple, quadruple our debt. But 2008, 2009, we're in 2018. And if you talk to people, we're going to 2019. You talk to people, the millennials, right? They have student debt, car loans, student debt. Now, I'm not sure how many trillions, but there's trillions in student debt, okay? Trillions of dollars in student debt, car loans, credit cards. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. There's more. But this crash that's coming, the crash, we have the Dow Jones over here, down 2,000 points. If you had money invested in the stock market, you're basically, now this is like from 2,600 to we're at 2,400, 24.5. So, it had went down to close to 2,400 and then it shot back up again, but we're in between 24 right now, 25, but it might go to 23. And there's analysts that say it could go down by 50%. So if you see a 50% drop in the Dow Jones, there is going to be a crash, and this crash is going to be big. So what can we do about the loan modifications? Give us a call, 773-847-2200. Now, the Federal Reserve, they were trying to lower interest rates. But now, because of this, Janet Yellen, the federal chair, the chair for the Federal Reserve, all right, it's 426-7457. Okay, so you can call the 844-426-7457 or 847-2200. Now, Janet Yellen, the Federal Reserve Chair, already said that there's holes in the system. And because there's holes in the system, that she's worried about a recession. I think it's going to be a crash because the central bank, okay, the central bank is going to have to bail out the government or bail out the Federal Reserve. The central bank is who the Federal Reserve needs just in case in an event, they're going to need to borrow money from the central bank. But the central bank is going to have to print way more money because it has to take care of all these other countries. So there's not going to be enough money for them to print. That's what I'm saying. And because there's not enough money for them to print, we have what's called blockchain technology. Basically, digital currency, okay? So this digital currency has to do with the digital age. You know, we had the Industrial Revolution, now we have the digital age. We have the internet, we have these phones, you're able to see me. Now you're able to listen to educational videos like this and save yourself, save your home, save thousands of dollars on your home. Some of our clients are saving hundreds of dollars a month. And we help people in New York, California. It doesn't matter if you're in Chicago, Indiana, but we can help you with this type of situation. And it's going to get worse. And that's why it's important for you to call and set up your appointment with an operator. But yeah, you have this, okay? It's a mess. And the government is not going to be able to bail out the banks this time. This time, there will not be a bailout. And it could be a government shutdown, okay? This is going to be a massive crash. It's going to make 1929's crash look like a little firecracker, okay? This thing's going to be big, okay? So I'm not a financial advisor, okay? But in my opinion, cash is king, but you have to put in your money into other places. But your house should be the biggest investment in your life. It shouldn't be a liability. It should be an asset. And that's why it's important for you to try to take whatever you can at this point. Use whatever government programs, the ones that we have available to help you. Use whatever programs we have, which is very important to understand because we deal with the investors on your loan. And, you know, when we deal with the investors, you're at work, we're dealing with them, and we're able to negotiate better terms on your contract for this home. So give us a call, 773-847-2200, out of state, 844-426-7457. I hope this video was educational for you. Like I said, I'm not a financial advisor, but I would be very talk to someone about this. I would talk to an expert, because if you have money in your 401k or in your stock account, you want to make sure that your portfolio is diversified. And that's what we do. We work with your home, okay? But yeah, give us a call and we can help you out with that. This is Ross Garcia. Thank you for your time.